Hello my friends, welcome to my channel where I make Photoshop fun and easy to learn. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create flyers like this using shapes inside of Photoshop, how you can achieve all of this, right? If you've not subscribed to my channel, now is the right time to hit the subscribe button and don't forget to turn on the post notification so that you don't miss any of the videos I'll be dropping anytime from now. Without having to say much, let's get started. Okay, so I'm just going to set my file up like this. I'm going to be using, this is going to be social media flyer, 4x5, 300 inches, and that's all I need to do right now. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go over to my resource file. The link to download this resource file is in the description of this video. It's the last link you have, right? So I'm just going to bring this in. I'm just going to position this here like this. I'll go back to my resource file and I'm going to bring in this SVG file, which is curve. I'm going to use curve. You can use curve too. I'm going to use curve, right? So this is the image file. It's an SVG file, right? So I'm just going to place it inside here like this. Then we have to break this shapes apart. To do that, select your magic wand to click on this particular shape here, go over to adjustment, click on solid color, and you can use any color of your choice. I'm just going to use this and click OK. I'm going to do the same for every particular shape in this object like this, right? Change the color, make sure it's different, click on it again, click on this solid color and change the color again. So I'm just going to do this for all of the remaining shapes. And then the last one, I'm just going to do the same thing to here. Select a color and click OK. So as you can see, I have, let me turn them off. You can see they are all shapes, right? So I'm just going to select the original one and I'm going to delete it like this. So as you can see, my shapes are ready. So this is the very easy way and the fastest hack to create shapes. Another hack, like the one I showed you in the previous video, to create shapes like this inside of Photoshop, right? So you can use your Illustrator and probably your CORELDRAW to make these shapes and bring them in and create things like this inside of Photoshop. So I'm just going to drag in my images and I'm going to be putting them inside each and every one of these shapes. So starting with this, I'm just going to right click, create clipping mask and keep it inside like this. I can choose to adjust it if I want. Going over to the next one, which is this one here. Just drag in like this. Of course, make it smaller. Put it here, click enter. Keep it here. I'm going to be doing the same thing for the other images. Resize this one also, and I'm going to put it inside here like this. And for this one also, I'm going to make it smaller this way. And the last one here, I'm just going to drag inside here and position this here, make it smaller. Click enter and clip it to the shape, and I can adjust this manually. So there you have it. You have all the images inside of the shape. Now if I select this one, this is the first one, select the shape and select the picture, I'm going to group them, this one also. So the reason why I'm grouping them is because if I want to add extra effects, it can be easy for me. So I can select these two, and you can see I can adjust it to make it bigger, right, to create this special effect here. All right, so you can see I have my designs ready. I have my image ready inside my shapes. So I'm just going to group all of this. Group them like this, group them like this, and also group this one here like this. I'm going to bring in this image here of this lady. So let's assume this is a picture and the other pictures inside of the shapes are also her picture. So that's the concept. So I'm going to make this smaller. Duplicate this one and hold down Control to make a selection around the image like this. Go over to your adjustments and click on solid color and make sure you use black. Click OK, and when you turn this off, you can see we've created a shadow of that image. Convert to smart objects. You can turn it on now. So I can bring this down here like this. And when you have your desired location, you can click enter. Click on the mask and click on G to activate the gradient. And I'm going to move from the darker to the lighter region. All right, Ctrl Z, identity this again. Okay, good. So I have my exact amount of shadow I want. Make sure you're using this here. Convert this to smart objects. Right click and convert to smart object. And go over to filter and add shadows to this by using Gaussian blur. Right, so I'm just going to blur this out, and of course on top here, make sure this is black, your foreground color is set to black. Reduce the size of the brush like this. Click Ctrl T and click enter. Duplicate this and Ctrl Z. Duplicate this one here also. Perfect. So I have our shadow and we have the image. Can reduce the opacity of that, but then let's move on. So I'm going to bring in my text. And I'm going to position it somewhere. I think here is great. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to reduce the size of every other thing here. And this is just to make sure I have the right amount of negative space. select my text tool, and I'm just going to have my text here, change the color, change the font using the black. Make it smaller like this and position this somewhere here. And you have it, happy birthday, the text. And just make sure you have space to do some of the things you need to do. Very important. The last thing I'm going to add here is the lights. So bring this in, click enter. I'm going to change the blend mode to screen, or you can use linear dodge art, but I'm just going to use screen so it's not too much. So before and after. Last thing I'm going to add here is a little bit of depth. Which is this one here. And I'm just going to change the blend mode to screen. I'm going to reduce this so it's not too much. I'm going to mask it so I can remove areas that I don't want that to show. So click on the layer, click on the mask. And then of course, I'm going to erase from areas that I don't want that effect to be visible in. And there you have it, easy peasy. This is how you can create effects like this. If you've enjoyed this video, kindly hit the subscribe button and don't forget to subscribe, turn on post notification, like this video and share. See you in the next video. Ciao.
With over 1,000 premium fonts, over 100 high-quality PSD flyer templates, over 700 icons, over 3,000 premium stock photos, 3,000 plus high-resolution backgrounds, 1,000 plus 3D and PNG assets, editable PSD templates, and lots more. If you're a creative designer, UI, UX, or web designer, the Smart Designer's graphics assets will make your life much more easier.